These are 5 reasons not to move to Venice, Florida.
And we're getting started right now. The first reason is,
if you are looking for nightlife, and I mean if you're in your 20s and you want to go out and be wild, Venice is not the right place for you. We do have nightlife, but it's just a little bit different. It's more, I would say, chill. If you go down to the bars, you can go and have a drink. There's sometimes live music, live bands playing, so it is pretty cool, but it's not like your rowdy or
club scene.
Yes.
You're not gonna get the DJ or like just the music playing over the speaker. It's a lot more like live music.
Or anything like that, yes.
It's got some up-tempo stuff to it, but it's not like hard rock or hip hop or something like that. I mean, well, I shouldn't say that. There's probably gonna be a little bit of that too, but it's just a different vibe. It's not the like clubbing vibe, if that's what you're looking for. The next reason you should not move to Venice, Florida is if you need that like big city vibe, or at least to be in that big city vibe. Now, we're not very far from Sarasota, which is a little bit of a bigger city, about an hour from Tampa. So again, we're in striking distance of that. Fort Myers is about an hour and a half, depending on what part you're trying to get to. So you have access to those things, but if you like need to be in the big city, we're just not that kind of a feel at all.
And because of that, because we're not in a big city, then jobs are a little bit, I wouldn't say harder to find, it's just they are very limited. So you're going to have your service jobs, like working in a restaurant, in a store. You're going to have healthcare jobs, teaching jobs, or in a school setting, construction, roofing, things like that, maybe like handyman type work. But you're not going to have a lot of like, the big cities,
office
type jobs, or even
factories.
Yeah, that's not a thing here in Florida.
Yeah, most of Florida, unless you're like in some of the bigger cities like Tampa, Orlando, Jacksonville, Miami, those are gonna be a little better for that sort of thing. Another reason you should not move to Venice, Florida, and this might sound weird because you're like, of course I would like this, but if you don't like being around super friendly people all the time, and some people like, they like, again, to be kind of more that big city vibe where you're just on the go, you don't, that New York City, I just look straight forward, I keep walking sort of thing. That is not Venice. We don't do that here. You walk past people, expect them to say hi, maybe strike up a little bit of small talk. It's just the way things are here.
Or even just a smile. Like even if they don't talk to you, they're going to smile or wave at you when you're out for a walk. So if you don't like those things, that could be an issue.
Yeah, I think most people find that refreshing, but there are some people that they're just very driven in their day-to-day, or they're very focused on their work and they just got stuff to get done and they don't want to be bothered. This is not the place for you if that's you. But if you want to be, super friendly with people, strike up small talk with someone and probably never see them again, this is totally your thing then.
Another reason why you shouldn't move to Venice is possibly traffic. Not that traffic here is dangerous by any means, but it's going to really depend on you and what you're used to. We do have a few 45 miles per hour lanes, and a lot of times if you're on the main road, Highway 41, Tamiami Trail, you could expect people to go off 45 and then you hit a light and then everyone's slamming on their brakes. So you do have to pay attention to what you're doing. There is the possibility there to be involved in an accident if you're not paying attention.
And one other thing to consider is that 45-mile-an-hour road is 3 lanes. So sometimes for some people, that's just not something you're used to. You're used to being able to, only have to look over one shoulder if you're in the left lane and look for the right, or just the other side. Now, if you're in the middle lane, you kind of have to look for both. Mm-hmm. There's turns going on at the same time. And 45 miles an hour for some people is fast. For some people, it's not. Maybe that's a situation for you. One thing I will say is, compared to like other cities in Florida where it's like 45 miles an hour, usually you're gonna see people driving 55. Here, people pretty much stick to 45 and they keep a pretty good distance between each other. So in that regards, I'd say it fares quite a bit better than a lot of other Florida cities. It might seem fast to be doing 45 for you, but within it being 45 miles an hour in 3 lanes, overall people do drive pretty safely, I would say.
And you do get used to driving 45 miles an hour after doing it for a little while. It doesn't really feel like you're going that fast. And 35 or 25 miles an hour feels like you're going really slow.
Yeah, it feels like you're at a crawl whenever we go to other cities in like the Midwest where that's the case. And one other thing to note with that is the traffic's gonna fluctuate dramatically when we're talking about winter, especially like spring break time during March. versus the summer. Summer's super light, hardly any traffic, and it's really fast to get around town. And things will slow down a little bit more because there's just a lot more people on the roads during those winter months and spring months. If all that didn't scare you off,
and you are looking to move to the Venice area, make sure to call, text, or email us. I am a local realtor here. My information will be in the description box below.
phone number is 941-221-1897. Call or text at any time. We hear from people all the time, and we love it. If you want to know more about what it's like to live in Venice, Florida, check out this video right here.
Hit the like and subscribe buttons and
Live breezy.